Assalamu alaikum students. Standard 5th, subject English, revision. Students, let us start with the revision and let us learn how to find the answers from the poem. So first students, what we have to do? We have to read the entire poem, because when we read, we understand more properly, and this will help us to find the answers from the poem. So first, read the poem and then answer the questions. So students, this is the poem. Let us start practicing how to find answers from the poem. Question number 1. Read the poem and answer the following questions. Question number 1. Answer the following questions. A. Is the insect described in the poem a real insect? So students, the answer is here, right? From this line, that for there isn't such an insect. So from this line, we came to know that there is no such type of an insect, that this insect is not real, right? So let us frame the answer and write properly. No, it is not a real insect. B. When will the insect rush off in shame? So the answer is here, right? If you sneer at it or scold it, it will scuttle off in shame. So let us frame the answer properly and write. The insect will rush off in shame if you sneer at it or scold it. Question number 2. Find the words from the poem which means A. An unpleasant look or smile. So now here students, we have to find the word from the poem which means this. So an unpleasant look or smile means sneer. So it is on this page here. So let us write sneer. B. Desire for food. So we have to find the word from the poem which means desire for food. So the answer is here on this page. It is here. We have learned desire for food means appetite, right? So the answer is appetite. Question number 3. Pick out one rhyming word from the poem. So students, we have to pick one rhyming word from the poem. So let us take this, that is hope and try anti wanty gongulo. Okay, so you can choose any other rhyming words also from the poem which are correct. So let us write this, that is hope and try anti wanty gongulo. Question number 4. Find the opposites of the following words from the poem. So now we have to find the opposite of these words from the poem. So students, the opposite of unlike is like. We already know about it. So students, many times this will happen that you must be knowing the answer because we have learned about it in the previous classes. But then too, we should find the answer from the given passage or poem. So the answer is here, that is like. So the opposite of unlike is like. B. Late. So even this we know the opposite. So the opposite of late is early. But let us find the answer from the poem. So the answer is here. early. So the opposite of late is early. Question number 5. Do as directed. It is not dash early riser, but it has a snobbish nose. And in bracket it is given, fill in the blank with a or an. So now students, we have to fill in the blank with a or an. We have to choose the correct answer and then fill in the blank. So students, we know that the answer will be an. Why? Because we have learned that the article an is used before nouns beginning with vowel sounds or words which begin with the vowel sounds. Right? So, first let us find the answer from the poem. So, it is here. Second line of this page. It is not an early riser, but it has a snubbish nose. So, a and an. So, we were correct. So, remember the article an is used before nouns beginning with vowel sounds and words which begin with a vowel sound. Next, B. Weed. Dash. Write the plural form of the word. So now students, this is what? This is a singular noun. We have learned that a noun that refers to only one person or thing is a singular noun. Right? And here they have asked us to write the plural form of the word. So, what will be the plural form of the word? We have to find the answer from the poem. So, let us find the answer. The answer is here, weeds. S. W-E-E-D-S. Weeds. So, students, what are the plural nouns? A noun that refers to more than one person or thing is a plural noun. So the answer is weeds.